The starship Horizon's light floated quietly above the glowing blue and green world of Velthara. It had traveled many light years through space for this mission. Inside the ship, people were busy preparing for the first contact with the people. These aliens were known for their powerful minds and calm way of living. Lieutenant Adam Cole stood in front of a mirror in his small room. He fixed his collar and looked at himself. His short brown hair was neat, and his green eyes were sharp, but behind those eyes, he carried the weight of memories he tried to forget. He took a deep breath. Today was important. He was chosen to join the ambassadorial team because of his technical skills and calm nature. At least on the surface. When Adam reached the meeting hall, it was full of soft lights and quiet music. The Veltharans had prepared a peaceful space for the humans. Their leaders stood tall and elegant, with silver skin that shimmered and long robes that moved like water. The most important figure among them was Lyra, the Veltharan emissary. Lyra stepped forward. Her voice was soft but clear. She welcomed the humans and bowed slightly. Then she looked at Adam. Her eyes were bright and full of curiosity. She stepped closer to him. "You are different," she said. Adam gave a small smile. "I could say the same." Without warning, Lyra tilted her head. Her eyes glowed faintly. She reached into Adam's mind, gently and carefully. She did not ask, but it was normal for Veltharans to sense others this way. She expected calm and order. Instead, she found noise. Thoughts and memories rushed through her. There was fire, broken metal, voices shouting, and a feeling of deep guilt. She saw flashes of people Adam had tried to save but couldn't. His pain was real and raw. Lyra gasped and took a step back. A light pink color rose to her cheeks. Veltharans did not blush easily, but she had never seen a human mind like this. It was wild, messy, and full of strong emotions. She should have turned away, but she didn't. She leaned in a little closer. "Why are you not afraid of your own mind?" she asked quietly. Adam looked surprised. "I guess... I've lived with it for too long." Lyra blinked slowly. She had met many minds before. Calm minds, empty minds, cold minds, but this one burned like a fire. She felt something new inside herself, something she did not yet understand. The rest of the meeting continued. Agreements were signed, and plans were made, but Lyra kept watching Adam from the corner of her eye. She was supposed to study humans, understand their ways, and decide if the Veltharans could trust them. Now she had more questions than answers. Later that day, Adam was told he would be working closely with Lyra. He was to be her guide during the rest of the mission. When he met her again, she smiled softly. "Are you ready to show me your world, Adam Cole?" He nodded. "As ready as I'll ever be." They began their work. Lyra showed him Veltharan art, which moved and changed with emotion. She explained how their people used thoughts to shape buildings and grow music. In return, Adam showed her human tools, machines, and small things, from Earth like a music player and a paper book. Each time they talked, Lyra listened carefully, but her mind also reached out, brushing against his. She found strange dreams, sharp jokes, and old fears. It was like walking through a storm with colors she had never seen before. One day, as they sat near a glowing lake, Lyra spoke softly. "Your mind is like a sky filled with lightning. It should frighten me, but it doesn't." Adam looked at her with a small smile. "Maybe you're stronger than you think." She laughed, a sound like wind through glass. "Or maybe you are." As the days passed, something began to change between them. It was more than just a mission. Lyra found herself thinking about Adam when he wasn't near. Adam, in turn, felt calmer around her, though he didn't know why. Still, deep inside both of them, there was confusion. They came from different worlds. She was calm, water. He was fire. But now, both wondered if two such different minds could walk the same path. And Lyra, every time she peeked into his thoughts, leaned in just a little closer. Adam and Lyra walked side by side through the Veltheron city. The buildings were tall and smooth, made from a silver stone that changed color in the sunlight. Plants grew along the walls, humming gently with soft light. Everything seemed calm and balanced. Adam was amazed by the beauty, but Lyra was focused on him. "This way," she said, leading him to a hall filled with floating paintings. The art moved slowly in the air. Each painting showed not just shapes and colors, but also emotions. One showed joy with dancing lights. Another showed sadness with slow waves of dark blue. "Our art is shaped by feeling," Lyra said. "We don't paint with hands, we paint with thought." Adam nodded. "It's beautiful." Lyra looked at him carefully. She reached out with her mind again, just a little. She found a quiet memory of Adam, watching the sunset on Earth, sitting alone on a hill. The air had been cold. He had felt empty. She pulled back. "You carry many quiet moments inside." Adam gave a small smile. "I guess I do." They left the art hall and went to a garden where sound and color mixed in the air. Small orbs floated above the flowers, playing soft music. Lyra picked one and handed it to Adam. "It plays your mood," she explained. Adam held the orb. It turned a deep orange and played slow, thoughtful notes. Lyra listened, eyes closed. "You miss your home," she said. "Yeah, but I like it here. It's peaceful." Lyra nodded. She understood peace, but she did not understand chaos, and Adam's mind still confused her. She wanted to know more. In the next days, they spent more time together. Adam showed her old videos of Earth, funny moments, busy streets, and music. Lyra laughed at the strange animals and asked many questions. "Why do humans do things they know will hurt them?" she asked one day. Adam thought for a moment. "Sometimes we take risks because the reward is worth it, or because we hope it will be." Lyra was silent. That idea was new to her. That evening, Lyra invited Adam to a quiet space under the stars. The sky above Velthara was wide and full of moving lights. "Sit with me," she said. They sat close. She looked at him, then into his mind again. This time, he allowed it. He opened the door. She saw flashes of fire and pain again. Then she saw something else. She saw him holding a child, laughing with a friend, and staring at a broken photo. She felt his heart, strong but wounded. "You loved someone," she said softly. Adam nodded. "I lost her, long ago." Lyra placed her hand over his. "Your mind is full of storms, but there is light inside too." He looked at her, surprised by her kindness. "You keep looking inside my mind. Doesn't it scare you?" She shook her head. "It makes me curious. I want to understand." From that night, something changed. They were no longer just allies. A quiet bond had started to grow. Neither of them spoke about it, but it was there. Lyra began to act differently. She smiled more. Her movements became less stiff. She laughed sometimes, a sound rare for her people. And Adam, who had long kept his heart locked, found himself waiting for her voice, her presence, her light. But deep inside, both wondered what would happen next. Could something real grow between fire and water? Only time would tell. Adam walked beside Lyra through the learning dome. The walls around them changed shape, showing scenes from Earth and Velthara. One moment it showed oceans, the next forests and deserts. It was a place made to teach and share. Lyra touched a panel and an image of Earth appeared. "I want to know more about where you come from," she said. Adam smiled. "What do you want to know?" "Everything," he laughed. "That may take a while." They sat together on a bench shaped like a curved leaf. Adam showed her a small device and played. Music from Earth. It was a slow song with a soft voice. Lyra listened closely. "It's beautiful. The voice is full of longing." "Yeah," Adam said. "It's about someone missing home." She tilted her head. "You miss more than just your home, don't you?" Adam looked away. "Yeah, I miss people too. Family, friends. Some I'll never see again." Lyra placed a hand near his. "Not touching, just close. I feel the weight in your mind when you speak of them." He looked at her. "And you? What do you miss?" She thought for a moment. "My people don't miss things like humans do. But since meeting you, I feel something like it. I look forward to our time together. When you leave, I will feel the space where you were." Adam didn't know what to say. Her words touched something deep inside him. They continued their walks and lessons each day. Sometimes in the gardens, sometimes near the lakes. They shared stories and small gifts. Adam gave her a small stone from Earth. She gave him a glowing petal that never faded. One afternoon, a sharp voice broke their peace. A human delegate named Carter accused Lyra of hiding information. "We can't trust what we don't understand," Carter said loudly. "These mind readers could be hiding anything." Lyra stayed calm, but her eyes dimmed. Adam stepped forward. "That's enough, Carter. Lyra has done nothing wrong. She's been honest and helpful since day one." "How do you know that? You let her into your head, didn't you?" Adam stood tall. "Yes, I did. And I trust her more than some people on this ship." Carter walked away, angry. Lyra looked at Adam, her expression unreadable. "You didn't have to defend me," she said softly. "Yes, I did. You're my friend." Her eyes held his for a moment longer. Then she looked away. Later that evening, Lyra invited Adam to a quiet chamber with crystal walls. It was a place Veltharans used for reflection. The air was still, and soft light glowed from the floor. "This is a sacred place," she said. "Few humans have seen it." Adam stepped in slowly. "Thank you for bringing me." They sat together in silence. Then Lyra spoke. "Veltharans believe in mind symbiosis. When two minds understand each other deeply, they can form a bond. It is rare, but I feel something like it with you." Adam looked at her. "You mean, like a connection?" "Yes. But it is more than feeling. It is understanding, trust, respect." He nodded slowly. "I think I feel that too." She smiled, a true smile. Then she leaned a little closer. "Your mind still frightens me sometimes. It is full of pain, anger, and fire. But there is also light and laughter and hope. I want to see more of that." Adam reached out and took her hand. It was warm and steady. "Then we'll walk this road together, one step at a time." And in that quiet room, with two different minds sharing a simple moment, a small bond grew stronger. The future was still unclear, but for now, they had each other, and that was enough. A deep rumble shook the ground under Adam's feet. He looked up and saw one of the tall towers in the Veltharan city swaying. Lights blinked across the surface. People around him stopped and stared. The air became heavy. Lyra rushed to his side. Her calm face was tense. Something is wrong with the city's core. It powers and balances everything. If it fails, the whole area could fall. Adam's training kicked in. Take me to it. Maybe I can help. She nodded and led him through quiet halls to a deep chamber far below the surface. Inside, glowing tubes and round stones pulsed with energy. But the lights were flickering, and a sharp hum filled the air. Veltharan engineers stood nearby. They looked at Adam with doubt. He is human, one said. He cannot use our systems. He understands energy and machines, Lyra said. Let him try. Adam stepped forward. He studied the controls. Some were like touch panels. Others responded to thought. He reached out, but the system pushed him back. Lyra stepped beside him. You need to sync with the core, but only a Veltharan mind can connect directly. Adam looked at her. Then we'll do it together. She hesitated. It's dangerous. Our minds will link fully. You will see everything in me, and I will see everything. In you, he took a breath. I trust you. She reached out and touched his temple gently. Her mind opened, and so did his. The core responded. Energy flowed. They moved together, guiding the power, shifting the balance. Adam saw her childhood, her quiet moments in the crystal fields, her first lessons in mind touch. He felt her fears, her dreams, her loneliness. She saw his past of fire, the screams, the deep guilt that never left him. But she also saw more. His courage, his loyalty, his love for life, and laughter. They worked as one. The shaking stopped. The lights became steady. The hum grew soft. The engineers stared in silence. It is stable, one said. He did it. No, Lyra said. We did it. They stepped back, minds still touching lightly. Adam felt breathless. That was intense. Lyra nodded. I have never shared so deeply before. Outside, the city cheered. News spread fast. The humans and Veltharans had stopped Disaster Dash together. Later that evening, Adam and Lyra sat near the lake again. The lights danced on the water. You saw everything, Adam said quietly. Yes, your pain is deep, but it does not make you weak. It makes you human. He looked down. I didn't want you to see the worst of me. I saw all of you, not just the pain. And I am still here. They sat in silence for a moment. Then she placed her hand over his. I think our bond is growing stronger. Do you feel it too? He nodded. Yes. It scares me a little, but it also feels ... right. Far above them, the stars moved slowly. The world had almost broken, but it had held. Strong, just like the strange new bond between a human and an alien. And though neither said it, both knew this was no longer just about peace between species. It was also about peace within themselves. The next day, the city was calm again. People returned to their work, and the lights above the towers shone bright and steady. But inside Adam, something felt different. He walked through the garden path, thinking about the mind link with Lyra. It had brought them closer, but it also left him feeling open and seen. He had never shared so much of himself with anyone before. Lyra met him near the Soundstone Fountain. She looked quiet, almost shy. For the first time, she did not reach out with her thoughts. Instead, she just stood beside him. Are you well? She asked, Adam nodded. Yeah, just thinking about the link. Yes, you saw things I never show anyone. And now, ... I feel like I can't hide anymore. She looked down. I felt the same. It was deep, and it changed me. They sat on a low bench near the water. For a while, they didn't speak. The silence between them felt full, not empty. Lyra, finally, said, after the link, I needed time. I was not ready for so many feelings at once. Adam gave a small smile. I get that. It's a lot. She looked at him. But I do not regret it. I see you clearly now, and I still wish to walk beside you. Before Adam could answer, a message came through his communicator. It was from Commander Hart, leader of the human mission. Adam, report to the central chamber. The Veltheran elders have questions. He stood and looked at Lyra. Guest duty calls. She stood too. I will go with you. The central chamber was a wide hall with high glass walls and floating lights. The Veltheran elders sat in a circle. Their faces were calm, but their eyes were sharp. One elder spoke. We have heard of your actions. You helped save our city. But we also heard that a full mind link occurred between you and our emissary. Is this true? Adam glanced at Lyra. She gave a small nod. Yes, Adam said. It was the only way to stop the core from failing. Another elder spoke. Such a bond is rare, even for our kind. For a human to enter so deeply it has never happened. Lyra stepped forward. It happened because we trusted each other, and because we worked together. The city stands. The room was quiet. What did you see in him? One elder asked. Lyra looked at Adam. I saw pain, yes, but also strength, kindness, and light. He is not perfect, but he is honest. Adam took a breath. You may fear what's inside me, but that chaos, that fire, it's part of being human. We feel deeply. We make mistakes, but we also fight to make things better. The elders whispered among themselves. Finally, the first elder said, we do not fully understand humans, but we see that some of them, like you, are willing to meet us with open minds. For now, that is enough. The meeting ended, and the air in the hall seemed lighter. Outside, Adam let out a deep breath. Lyra smiled. You spoke well. You did too. They walked away from the chamber together, side by side. No longer just two people on a mission. Something had changed. The walls between them were lower now, and though the future was still uncertain, both felt a little more sure of the path they were walking together. The next day. News spread across both the human and Veltheran teams. The Council had agreed to continue working with Earth, but there were still doubts. Some Veltheran leaders feared the strength of human emotions. Some humans still didn't trust the mind-reading ways of the Veltar ANS to help build trust. A new joint mission was planned. A small base on the edge of the city had been attacked by unknown forces. Equipment was broken, and power had been cut. If not fixed, it could damage the agreement between the two sides. Adam and Lyra were chosen to lead a team to investigate. As they walked toward the transport ship, Lyra looked at him. Are you ready for this? Adam smiled. With you, always. The ride was short, but the silence was heavy. Both of them knew this mission was more than just a repair job. It was a test. At the base, they found signs of forced entry. Wires were cut. Data screens were smashed. But there were no signs of who did it. This looks like sabotage, Adam said. Lyra nodded. Someone wants to break the peace. Their team worked fast. Adam repaired the broken systems while Lyra used her mind to scan for any hidden signals. Suddenly, Lyra froze. "Someone is near," she whispered. Adam grabbed a small tool and stepped forward. "Stay behind me." But Lyra didn't listen. She reached out with her mind and found the saucer, human, hiding behind a wall, his thoughts full of fear and anger. "It's one of your people," she said softly. "He believes peace will make Earth weak." Adam walked around the corner and found the man. He wore a broken human badge and held a small weapon. "Put it down," Adam said. "Why should I?" the man snapped. "We don't need aliens reading our minds. We should take control, not share it." "We're not here to control anyone," Adam said. "We're here to learn, to grow. The only thing fear does is break what we're building." Lyra stepped beside Adam. Her voice was calm. "We do not wish to rule. We only wish to walk beside you." The man looked at her, confused. "You... You're not angry." "No," Lyra said, "but I am sad, because fear is winning inside you." The man lowered the weapon slowly. Adam stepped forward and took it. "Let's go back," he said. "It's not too late to fix this." Back at the base, the team finished repairs. The power returned, and data screens lit up again. Messages of success were sent to both councils. Adam and Lyra stood outside, watching the sun set over the silver towers. "That could have ended badly," Adam said. "But it didn't," Lyra replied. "Because you spoke with truth." Adam looked at her. "So did you." She smiled. "Maybe our minds are different, but our hearts are not so far apart." They stood in silence for a moment, the wind soft around them. "Lyra," Adam said, "do you ever wonder where this will lead? You and me." She turned to him. "Yes, but I don't fear the unknown anymore. Not with you." He reached for her hand. She didn't pull away. Far above, stars blinked into view. Two people from two worlds had faced danger and doubt. They had stood together, and now, hand in hand, they looked toward the future with quiet hope.